Let me tell you something, not all betrayals deserve forgiveness. Some wounds cut so deep that they leave scars on your soul, scars that no amount of apologies can heal. Some betrayals are not just mistakes. They are deliberate choices to break your heart, to shatter your trust, to rob you of your peace. And if you're sitting there struggling, questioning whether you should forgive certain people who have stabbed you in the back, let me open your eyes today. There are betrayals you should never forgive. Not because you are heartless, not because you are bitter, but because some people don't deserve a second chance to destroy you. So listen closely, because if you've ever been hurt, if you've ever been used, if you've ever been lied to, this message is for you. Number one, the betrayal of deception. There is no betrayal more damaging than deception. When someone looks you in the eye and lies to you, they are not just bending the truth. They are breaking the very foundation of trust that holds a relationship together. Lies are not accidents. They are choices. Choices that a person makes knowing full well that they are putting their selfish desires above your trust, above your heart, above the love you have given them. Deception is not just about lying with words. It is about hiding the truth, twisting reality, making you believe in something that was never real. It is the betrayal that makes you question everything, your own instincts, your own memories, your own judgment. It's when someone convinces you that you're paranoid for doubting them, even though deep down your gut is screaming at you that something isn't right. That's the thing about deception. It doesn't just break your trust in them, it makes you doubt yourself. And when you start doubting yourself, you lose a part of who you are. You see, when someone deceives you, they are not just telling a lie, they are living a lie. They are building a world around you that is based on manipulation, and the longer you stay in that world, the harder it becomes to recognize the truth. The hardest part about being deceived isn't just discovering the lie, it's realizing how long you lived in the illusion, how long you trusted someone who never deserved it, how many moments you spent believing in something that never really existed. Some people will look you in the eyes and swear they love you while betraying you behind your back. They will make promises with no intention of keeping them. They will swear their loyalty while planting the seeds of their next betrayal. And the worst part? When you finally catch them, they won't feel guilty for what they did. They will only feel bad that they got caught. That's when you realize that deception isn't just about a lie. It's about the complete lack of respect for your heart, your mind, your soul. It is about them choosing themselves every single time at your expense. But deception is not always obvious. It does not always come in the form of a blatant lie. Sometimes it's a quiet manipulation. It's someone withholding the truth because they know if you knew the whole story, you would walk away. It's someone pretending to be one thing while secretly being another. It's someone gaslighting you, making you feel like you're overreacting, when in reality, your intuition is screaming that something isn't right. And here's the truth. Once someone has proven that they can lie to you, they can do it again. If they have the ability to deceive you once, they have the ability to do it over and over again. Because deception is not just a mistake. It is a mindset. It is a way of living. And some people have spent their entire lives perfecting it. They know exactly what to say, exactly how to act, exactly how to make you question your own reality. They know how to cry on command, how to make themselves look like the victim, how to twist the truth just enough to make you doubt what you saw with your own eyes. But let me tell you something. Your intuition is never wrong. You don't need proof to know when something feels off. You don't need evidence to trust your gut. Because deep down, your soul recognizes when someone is playing games with your heart. And the longer you ignore it, the more damage it will do. Because deception is not just painful, it is toxic. It poisons everything it touches. It makes you second guess people who are actually good for you because you're too busy recovering from the ones who lied to you. It makes you guarded, makes you build walls, makes you question love. And that's why you can't afford to tolerate deception in your life. You can't afford to forgive someone who has made a habit out of betraying your trust. Because the moment you allow deception to stay, you invite more of it in. The moment you let someone lie to you and face no real consequences, they learn one thing. They can get away with it. And if they can get away with it once, they will do it again. There are people out there who will love you with complete honesty. People who will never make you doubt their words, their actions, their heart. People who will not put you in a position where you have to question their loyalty. And you deserve that kind of love. You deserve someone whose words and actions align, someone who does not need to be caught in a lie because they don't tell lies in the first place. Someone who respects you enough to give you the truth, even when it's hard. So don't waste your time forgiving a liar who has no intention of changing. Don't waste your energy trying to fix someone who is comfortable living a double life. Don't lower your standards just to keep someone in your life who doesn't even respect you enough to be honest with you. Because at the end of the day, a relationship built on deception will always end in destruction. The only question is, will you let it destroy you too? Number two, the betrayal of infidelity. There is no pain like the pain of betrayal, and nothing cuts deeper than the betrayal of infidelity. It's not just about breaking a commitment, it's about shattering a bond, destroying trust, and leaving scars that may never fully heal. When someone you love chooses to be unfaithful, they don't just betray you in the moment. They betray every memory, every promise, every late night conversation where they swore they would never hurt you. They betray the version of you that believed in them, that fought for them, that saw a future with them. Infidelity is not just about physical betrayal. It is emotional destruction. It's the realization that the person you gave your heart to was sharing pieces of themselves with someone else. It's knowing that while you were thinking about them, they were thinking about someone else. While you were staying loyal, they were making choices that disrespected everything you built together. And the worst part, they knew it would hurt you. They knew what they were doing. They just didn't care enough to stop themselves. Cheating is not an accident. It is a series of conscious decisions. Decisions to text back, to flirt, to cross boundaries, to entertain temptation. It is the decision to risk everything for nothing. The moment someone allows another person into a space that was supposed to be yours and yours alone, they have already betrayed you. It doesn't matter if it was a single night or a long-term affair. Because betrayal is not measured in time, or it is measured in disrespect. And the pain is unbearable. Because infidelity makes you question your worth. It makes you wonder, was I not enough? Was I not attractive enough? Was I not loving enough? But let me tell you something. Their betrayal is not a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of their lack of character. It is not about what you lacked. It is about what they lacked. Loyalty, integrity, self-control, respect. Because when someone truly loves you, they don't put themselves in a position to lose you. They don't allow momentary pleasure to destroy something meaningful. They don't disrespect you behind your back and then come home pretending like nothing happened. Cheating is a choice, not a mistake. And when someone makes that choice, they have already decided that your love, your trust, your devotion was not worth protecting. Infidelity does not just ruin relationships, it ruins people. It turns love into paranoia, trust into suspicion, security into fear. It makes you question everyone who comes after them because you are left wondering, will they do the same? It forces you to carry a burden that was never yours to carry. Because while they move on, while they find ways to justify what they did, you are left with the damage. You are left with the nightmares, the flashbacks, the self-doubt, and that's what makes cheating such a brutal betrayal. It does not end when the relationship ends. It lingers. Some people will try to apologize. They will cry, they will beg, they will swear it was a mistake, but let's be real. If they were sorry, they wouldn't have done it in the first place. If they truly respected you, they would have never put themselves in a position where an apology was even necessary. Because people who respect you don't put you in situations that break you. And let's talk about the excuses. It didn't mean anything. Oh, but it meant enough for them to risk losing you. It was just a moment of weakness. No, it was a moment of selfishness. It was a one-time thing. And if they hadn't been caught, if they knew they could get away with it, would it really have been just once? Here's the truth. Cheating is premeditated betrayal. It doesn't just happen. It happens because someone chooses to disregard the person they are supposed to love. It happens because someone values their own desires more than they value you. And that is why you should never tolerate it, never excuse it, never allow it to become something you accept. Because the moment you forgive infidelity, you set the stage for it to happen again. You deserve better. You deserve someone whose love is so strong, whose loyalty is so unshakable, that cheating is not even an option. You deserve a love that does not make you question your place in someone's life. A love that does not force you to compete for attention. A love that does not make you feel like you are disposable. So let them go. Let them carry the weight of what they did. Let them live with the knowledge that they lost something real for something temporary. Because one day they will regret it. One day they will look back and realize that they destroyed something they could never get back. And when that day comes, you won't be there. You won't be waiting. You won't be an option. You will have moved on to someone who knows what it means to be loyal. Number 3, the betrayal of disrespect. Respect is the foundation of every healthy relationship. Without respect, trust crumbles, love fades, and what you thought was a secure bond becomes nothing more than fragile threads, ready to break at the slightest tug. And when someone betrays you with disrespect, it doesn't just hurt, it cuts deep into your soul. It's a violation of who you are, a disregard for everything you've done, everything you've given, and everything you've sacrificed. And no, disrespect comes in many forms, but it always carries the same sting. It's the way they belittle you, talk down to you, or dismiss your feelings as if they don't matter. It's the way they disregard your boundaries, make decisions without consulting you, and act like your thoughts, opinions, and needs are irrelevant. Disrespect doesn't happen accidentally. It's intentional. It's a choice that someone makes. A choice that says, you don't matter to me. And when that happens, you're left questioning everything about that relationship. You wonder if the person you've been loving, the person you've been giving your all to, ever really valued you in the first place. The betrayal of disrespect isn't always loud and dramatic. Sometimes it's quiet. It's the small, cutting remarks that chip away at your self-worth. It's the snide comments, the passive-aggressive behavior, the tone of voice that says more than words ever could. It's the way they make you feel like you're not enough, no matter how hard you try. It's the way they make you feel small. And that, my friend, is the most dangerous kind of betrayal. Because it's not obvious. It doesn't make a scene, but it leaves a scar that no one can see. When someone disrespects you, it's a sign that they don't value you. They don't appreciate your time, your effort, your love, or your presence. They take you for granted and expect you to keep giving, to keep sacrificing, to keep tolerating behavior that is beneath you. And every time you accept that disrespect, you're telling them that it's okay. You're telling them that they can treat you however they want because you're not willing to walk away. But the truth is, you deserve better. The betrayal of disrespect is also the betrayal of equality. In a healthy relationship, both people stand on equal footing. There's a mutual understanding, a mutual respect for each other's worth. But when someone disrespects you, they see themselves as superior. They feel entitled to treat you however they wish, to make decisions for you, to tell you how to feel, to make you doubt your own value. They will criticize you in public, put you down in private, and make you feel like you're never good enough. And the worst part is, they'll do it over and over again because they know they can. They know they can break you down and build themselves up, all while you sit there wondering how you let it happen. But this is the moment where you need to make a decision. Will you allow someone to keep disrespecting you, or will you draw a line in the sand? Will you continue to tolerate their behavior, or will you say enough is enough? Because the moment you allow disrespect to enter your life, you start to lose a piece of yourself. You start to believe that you're not worthy of better. You start to believe that you don't deserve respect, love, or kindness. But let me tell you something, you do. You are worthy of being treated with dignity. You are worthy of being heard, valued, and respected. And if someone can't see that, if they can't appreciate you for the incredible person you are, then they don't deserve you. You are not here to be someone's punching bag, emotionally or mentally. You are not here to tolerate behavior that makes you feel small, insignificant, or unimportant. You are here to shine, to stand tall, and to demand the respect that you deserve. Disrespect can sometimes feel like a slow burn. It starts small, but over time it eats away at your confidence, your trust, and your self-worth. It makes you question your own value and wonder if you're really as important as you once thought you were. But here's the thing. You are more than enough, and no one, absolutely no one, has the right to make you feel otherwise. The betrayal of disrespect also comes with a devastating ripple effect. When you allow someone to disrespect you, you not only lose trust in them, you lose trust in yourself. You start to question your ability to judge character. You begin to doubt your own intuition. You start accepting less than you deserve, and that cycle continues until you're so far down that you don't know how to get back up. But you can. It's time to reclaim your power. It's time to stop accepting disrespect, to stop tolerating behavior that diminishes your value. The moment you stop accepting disrespect, you begin to heal. You begin to rebuild the relationship you have with yourself, the one that says, I am worthy of love, respect, and kindness. And that's when the real change happens. Because when you respect yourself, you no longer tolerate people who treat you like you're less than you are. You become stronger, more confident, and more capable of walking away from relationships that drag you down. You become a person who knows their worth and refuses to let anyone take that away. So if you're in a relationship where you're being disrespected, walk away. Walk away with your head held high. Walk away knowing that you are deserving of so much more. Walk away because you deserve to be loved in a way that makes you feel safe, appreciated, and cherished. You are not here to be anyone's doormat. You are here to be celebrated, to be respected, and to live a life that reflects the love you've given. Don't settle for less than you deserve. You deserve the world. Number 4, the betrayal of abandonment. There are few pains in this world that cut deeper than being abandoned by someone you trusted, someone you loved, someone you thought would stand beside you no matter what. Abandonment isn't just about someone physically walking away. No, it's much more than that. It's about them giving up on you, leaving you stranded in your darkest hour, making you feel like you were never worth the effort, never worth the fight. And that's a betrayal that leaves a scar on your soul. You see, when we build relationships, whether it's with a partner, a friend, or even family, we build them with the unspoken understanding that we will stand together through the storms, through the struggles, through the nights that seem endless. We hold on to the belief that we are not alone. And yet, some people prove that their loyalty is conditional. They stay when it's easy, when it benefits them. But the moment life gets hard, the moment things demand sacrifice, they leave, they vanish, and they don't even look back. That is the betrayal of abandonment. It's in the way they promised to always be there, but when you needed them the most, they disappeared without explanation, without a fight, without a single word of closure. It's in the way they left you drowning, gasping for air, while they found their way to safety, never once reaching back to pull you out. It's in the way they convinced you that you were important, that you mattered, only to walk away as if you never did. And the worst part? The worst part is what it does to you. Because when someone abandons you, they don't just leave a hole in your life. They leave a wound in your heart. A wound that whispers lies to you. You weren't enough. You weren't worth staying for. You weren't worth loving. And those lies, they sink deep. They make you question your worth, your value, your ability to be loved at all. They make you afraid to trust again, afraid to open your heart, afraid to believe in promises, because the last time you did, it nearly destroyed you. But let me tell you something. You were never the problem. Their inability to stay, their choice to walk away, their failure to hold on, that's on them. That is a reflection of who they are, not who you are. Because real love, real friendship, real loyalty, it doesn't run at the first sign of trouble. It doesn't disappear when things get messy. It doesn't abandon the people it claims to care about. True commitment is tested in the fire. It's easy to stay when things are perfect, but real love fights. Real love endures. Real love refuses to leave. And if someone couldn't do that for you, then they were never truly meant to be in your life. But I know that doesn't make the pain go away. That doesn't erase the nights you spent crying, the moments you felt alone in a crowded room, the times you wanted to scream, why wasn't I enough? It doesn't change the fact that you gave them your heart, your time, your trust, and in return, they left you with nothing but questions. But let me ask you this. If someone was willing to abandon you, do you really want them back? Because here's the truth. People who leave when it's inconvenient were never meant to be part of your future. They were only ever meant to teach you a lesson about strength, a lesson about resilience, a lesson about standing on your own 2 feet, even when the very people you counted on are nowhere to be found. The betrayal of abandonment is one of the most painful betrayals of all, but it's also one of the most revealing. It shows you exactly who people are. It strips away the illusions and forces you to see the truth. Some people were never built to last. Some people were only temporary. Some people were never capable of loving you the way you deserve to be loved. And you survived it. Maybe you didn't think you would. Maybe there were nights when you felt like you wouldn't make it. Maybe you sat in silence, staring at your phone, hoping they would call, hoping they would come back, hoping they would explain why they left you like you meant nothing. But you're still here. And that says something. That says that you're stronger than you ever thought you were. Because abandonment doesn't just break you, it builds you. It forces you to find your own strength. It pushes you to become the kind of person who doesn't need someone to hold them up. It teaches you that even if everyone else walks away, you will always have yourself. And that is powerful. So, if someone has abandoned you, if someone has walked out of your life like you were nothing, let them go. Do not chase them. Do not beg for an explanation. Do not waste another second wondering why they didn't stay. Because the truth is, anyone who can leave you that easily was never truly meant for you. And the people who are meant for you, they won't leave. They won't run. They won't make you question your worth. They will stand beside you through the chaos, through the storms, through the moments when you feel unworthy of love. Because real love doesn't abandon. And if you're still healing, if you're still feeling the weight of their absence, if you're still picking up the pieces of your heart, know this. One day you will look back and realize that their departure was not your loss. It was your gain. It made room for something better, something stronger, something real. You will love again. You will trust again. You will build something greater than what you lost. And the next time someone promises to stay, you will know the difference between empty words and real commitment. So stand tall, hold your head high. You were never abandoned, you were set free. Number 5, the betrayal of envy. There is a kind of betrayal that hides behind smiles, one that walks beside you in silence, pretending to celebrate your wins while secretly hoping for your downfall. It's the betrayal of envy. And let me tell you, this one is dangerous. It's not loud like deception. It's not obvious like infidelity. It doesn't announce itself like abandonment. No, this betrayal creeps in slowly. It comes from the people you least expect, the ones who claim to love you, support you, stand with you, but deep down they cannot stand to see you rise. Envy is a poison, and when it infects someone close to you, they won't always show it outright. They'll still laugh with you, still shake your hand, still show up at your celebrations. But something feels off. You can sense it in the way their eyes don't quite shine when you share good news. You can hear it in the emptiness of their compliments, in the hesitation before they congratulate you. And if you ignore it long enough, you'll start to notice the sabotage, the subtle ways they try to pull you down, the discouragement disguised as advice, the little jabs at your dreams, the doubts they plant in your mind. See, people who truly love you, people who are truly for you, they don't get bitter when you succeed. They don't grow silent when you win. They don't start treating you differently when your life starts to flourish. Real friends, real family, real partners, they celebrate with you. They lift you up. They take joy in your joy. But an envious person, they don't want to see you shine. Because every step you take forward reminds them of how stuck they feel. Every victory you achieve makes them feel smaller. And instead of using that as motivation to improve themselves, they resent you for it. That is the betrayal of envy. It's the betrayal that makes someone compete with you when you never signed up for a competition. It's the betrayal that makes someone wish failure upon you, even though you've done nothing but cheer for them. It's the betrayal that makes someone act like they love you, when in reality, they're just waiting for the moment you fall. And the worst part, this betrayal comes from the inside, from the people you let close. The people you trust. Strangers don't envy you like this. Enemies don't pretend to support you. No. Envy comes from friends, from family, from partners. The people who smile in your face while secretly hoping you don't make it too far ahead. You can feel it, can't you? That time you got a promotion and they suddenly went quiet. That time you found love and they started acting distant. That time you accomplished something big and instead of cheering, they made some backhanded comment that left you feeling uneasy. That wasn't your imagination. That was envy. And listen to me, envy is dangerous because an envious person won't just sit back and watch you win. No, at some point they will try to pull you down. They will talk behind your back. They will try to plant seeds of doubt in your mind. They will belittle your success, make you feel guilty for your blessings, try to make you question whether you even deserve what you have. And if they get desperate enough, they will sabotage you. They will betray you in ways you never saw coming. That's why you cannot ignore the warning signs. You cannot keep people around just because of history, just because you've known them for years, just because they once had your back. Envy changes people. And if you're not careful, you'll be standing in the middle of your success, wondering why you feel so alone, only to realize the very people you thought were with you were the ones secretly hoping you'd fail. So what do? You distance yourself. You stop trying to win their approval. You stop shrinking yourself to make them comfortable. Because let me tell you something, your success will not be a funeral for their ego. That is their problem to deal with, not yours. You have worked for what you have. You have sacrificed. You have struggled. You have pushed through pain they know nothing about. Do not let their envy make you feel guilty for what God has blessed you with. The betrayal of envy is painful because it forces you to see the truth about people you once loved. But it is also a gift because it shows you who truly belongs in your circle, who is genuinely for you, who you can trust. And trust, that is priceless. So if you've ever felt that sting, if you've ever sensed that someone close to you doesn't actually want the best for you, believe it. Do not wait for them to prove you right in the worst way possible. Walk away, keep rising, keep succeeding, and surround yourself with people who don't just tolerate your greatness, but celebrate it. Because real love, real friendship, real loyalty, it does not envy. Number 6, the betrayal of emotional manipulation. There is a betrayal so insidious, so damaging, that it doesn't just break your trust, it makes you question your own reality. It's the betrayal of emotional manipulation. And if you've ever been on the receiving end of it, you know exactly how deep this wound cuts. It's the kind of betrayal that doesn't happen all at once. No, it unfolds slowly, carefully. It wraps itself around you like a vine, tightening its grip until one day you look in the mirror and don't even recognize yourself anymore. See, manipulators don't break you down with force. They do it with whispers, with carefully chosen words, with twisted truths. They don't push you away outright. They make you feel like walking away is the wrong choice. They don't yell at you to make you doubt yourself. They plant tiny seeds of insecurity until you start questioning everything. They don't show their hand all at once. No, they work in shadows, using guilt, fear, and love as their weapons. At first, it seems like they care, like they just want what's best for you. I'm only saying this because I love you. I don't know why you're getting upset. I was just joking. You're too sensitive. You always overreact. Sound familiar? That's how it starts. They make you question your emotions. They twist your words. They turn your pain into an overreaction, your instincts into paranoia, your boundaries into selfishness. You start second-guessing yourself. You start apologizing for things that aren't your fault. You start feeling guilty for wanting the respect you deserve. And the worst part? You love this person. Whether it's a partner, a friend, or even family, you trusted them, you let them in. And because you love them, you want to believe they don't mean to hurt you, that maybe you are being too sensitive, that maybe you do need to try harder, and so you give them chance after chance, ignoring that sinking feeling in your gut, ignoring the exhaustion in your soul, ignoring the way your spirit feels a little more broken every time you interact with them. That is the betrayal of emotional manipulation. It's not just a violation of trust, it's a violation of self. It takes your love and turns it into a leash. It takes your kindness and uses it against you. It takes your loyalty and chains you to someone who does nothing but drain you. And the longer you stay, the harder it is to see the truth. Because manipulators don't want you to leave. No, they want to keep you exactly where you are. Doubting yourself, needing them, bending to their will. And let me tell you something, real love does not feel like a battlefield where you are constantly fighting for clarity. Real love does not leave you feeling confused, exhausted, guilty, and empty. If someone truly loves you, they will never manipulate your emotions to control you. They will never make you feel small just to make themselves feel big. They will never twist your words, invalidate your feelings, or use your love as a weapon against you. But manipulators, they do, every single time. They gaslight you, making you feel like you're crazy for even questioning them. They guilt trip you, making you feel like a bad person for setting boundaries. They play the victim, making you feel like you are the one hurting them, even though it's the other way around. And when you finally try to walk away, that's when they pull out their final trick. That's when they beg, when they cry, when they promise to change. That's when they remind you of the good times, the laughter, the love. And if you're not careful, you'll believe them. You'll give them another chance. And the cycle will start all over again. But listen to me. You do not owe anyone your peace. You do not owe anyone unlimited chances. You do not owe anyone the right to break you just because you love them. If someone is manipulating you, if someone is making you feel like you can't even trust your own mind, that is not love, that is control. And the only way to escape it is to recognize it for what it is. So if you feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells, if you feel like your emotions are always being dismissed, if you feel like every argument somehow ends with you apologizing even when you know deep down you did nothing wrong, pay attention. Because that is not a relationship, that is not friendship, that is manipulation. Yeah. And you deserve better than that. The hardest part about leaving an emotional manipulator is that they have spent so much time convincing you that you need them, that without them, you'll be lost. That no one else will love you, support you, understand you the way they do. But let me tell you something, the moment you step away, the moment you reclaim your voice, the moment you say enough and choose yourself, you will see the truth. You will see how strong you really are. You will see how much peace was waiting for you on the other side. You will see that real love, healthy love, does not require you to sacrifice yourself. So let them go. Let the guilt go. Let the confusion go. And walk away knowing that anyone who truly loves you will never have to manipulate you to keep you close. Because real love, it frees you, it builds you, it honors you, it does not betray you. Number 7, the betrayal of repeated behavior. There is a kind of betrayal that cuts deeper than any lie, any deception, any moment of weakness. It is the betrayal of repeated behavior. The pattern of broken promises, the cycle of disappointment, the wounds that never heal because they are reopened time and time again. This is not a single mistake. This is not an accident. This is a choice. A conscious decision to keep hurting you, to keep disrespecting you, to keep taking your love, your trust, your forgiveness for granted. At first you tell yourself it's just a misunderstanding. Maybe they didn't mean to do it. Maybe it was just a lapse in judgment. Maybe they'll change. And so you give them the benefit of the doubt. You let it slide. You listen to their apologies, their excuses, their promises that it won't happen again. And for a moment, it feels like things will be different. They act better. They say the right things. They rock and they make an effort. But then, just when you start to believe in them, just when you let your guard down, they do it again. And again. And again. You sit there confused, hurt, angry, asking yourself, why? Why would someone who claims to love me keep doing the same thing that broke me in the first place? Why would they look me in the eyes, swear they've changed, and then turn around and do the exact same thing they promised they never would? How can someone who claims to care about me continue to hurt me in the exact same way, without remorse, without hesitation? Because let me tell you something, it's not a mistake if they keep making it. It's not a slip up if they keep doing it. It's not a misunderstanding if they refuse to change. See, people reveal who they are through their patterns, not through their words, not through their apologies, not through their grand gestures after they've hurt you. No, the truth is in what they keep choosing to do over and over again. And when someone betrays you in the same way, time after time, they are sending you a message. This is who I am. This is what I will continue to do. And no matter how much you forgive me, I am not going to stop. That is the betrayal of repeated behavior. It's not just about the betrayal itself. It's about what it does to you. It's about the exhaustion, the emotional drain, the way it erodes your self-worth. Because the more you tolerate it, the more you internalize the message that this is all you deserve. You start to believe that this cycle is normal, that this is just how relationships work. You start to think that maybe you're the problem. Maybe you're expecting too much. Maybe you need to be more patient. Maybe you should just accept that nobody's perfect. But let me tell you the truth. Love is not meant to be a battlefield where you keep fighting for the bare minimum. Love is not a cycle of hurt and healing, of promises and betrayals, of apologies followed by more broken trust. Love is supposed to make you feel safe, valued, honored, not exhausted, not drained, not questioning whether your pain even matters. And the people who truly love you, they don't just say they'll change, they show you, they do the work, they take accountability, they make sure that whatever hurt they caused you never happens again. But those who keep repeating the same betrayal, they are not sorry, they are just sorry they got caught. They are sorry they have to deal with the consequences. They are sorry you're upset, but they are not sorry enough to change. Because if they truly cared, if they truly respected you, if they truly valued what you bring to their life, they would not keep putting you in a position to doubt them, to cry over them, to wonder whether they even care. But here's the hardest part about this betrayal. It's not just about them, it's about you, about whether you will continue to tolerate it, about whether you will keep believing in words instead of actions, about whether you will let this cycle define your worth. Because every time you forgive someone who refuses to change, you are teaching them that their behavior has no real consequences. You are teaching them that they can hurt you, apologize, and then do it again without losing you. You are teaching them that their comfort is more important than your peace. But the moment you decide you've had enough, the moment you choose yourself over their empty promises, that's when everything changes. That's when you take your power back. That's when you break the cycle. That's when you realize that no matter how much history you have with someone, no matter how much you love them, no matter how badly you want them to be the person they promised to be, you cannot keep setting yourself on fire just to keep them warm. So if someone in your life keeps hurting you in the same way, over and over again, if they keep betraying you with their actions while begging for forgiveness with their words, if they keep showing you that their comfort matters more than your pain, let them go. Because the hardest truth you will ever have to accept is this: some people will never change, not because they can't, but because they don't want to. Because they know you'll always forgive them. Because they know you'll always take them back. Because they know they will never truly lose you. But the moment you decide that your peace is worth more than their apologies, that your self-respect is worth more than their second chances, that you are done being stuck in the same cycle of hurt, that is the moment you set yourself free. Because real love does not break you over and over again. Real love does not force you to question your worth. Real love does not take your forgiveness as permission to keep hurting you. So if someone keeps betraying you with the same behavior, stop giving them the opportunity. Stop believing in potential. Stop making excuses for them and start believing in yourself. So we must recognize that these 7 betrayals, deception, infidelity, disrespect, abandonment, envy, emotional manipulation, and repeated behavior, are not just isolated incidents. They are a reflection of a deeper issue. They reveal the true nature of the people who commit them and the lack of regard they have for your well-being. You cannot continue to invest in relationships that constantly tear you down, no matter how much love or hope you've put into them, because real love, true respect, and true loyalty should never cause you pain, should never make you question your worth. If you're listening to this, know this: you are worthy of more. You are worthy of relationships that uplift you, that celebrate your existence, that honor your boundaries. You deserve to be loved in a way that makes you feel safe, cherished, and respected. But that starts with you. That starts with deciding that you will no longer tolerate being mistreated. It starts with acknowledging that there is strength in walking away from people who fail to recognize your value. You don't need to beg for respect or fight for love. You deserve to be treated with dignity, and if someone is unwilling to do that, you have every right to let them go. It's not about bitterness. It's about self-preservation. It's about reclaiming your peace. And in that space, you will find your power. You will find your worth, not in the validation of those who hurt you, but in the courage to let them go and stand tall. You are enough, exactly as you are. Your love is not a currency to be used and abused by those who don't value it. You owe it to yourself to protect your heart, to stand firm in your boundaries, and to embrace the beautiful life that awaits you when you let go of the people who don't deserve you. So don't be afraid to walk away. Don't be afraid to end the cycle. Don't be afraid to choose your peace over the chaos of betrayal. You have the strength, the courage, and the wisdom to move forward. Your story isn't over yet, and there are people out there who will love you the way you were always meant to be loved, without betrayal, without manipulation, and without compromise. And that is where your journey. Thank you and God bless you.